welcome to Nation Now. I'm Pradeep Nambiar. In this, we talk about the news affecting the nation, Maharashtra and Mumbai. We talk about Indian cinema today. We talk about the famous dialogue of Rajesh Khanna. बाबू मशाई जिंदगी और मौत ऊपर वाले के हाथों में जापना उसे ना आप बदल सकते हैं ना हम नबाए हम सब रंगमंच के कठपुतलियां हैं जिनके डोर ऊपर वाले की उंगली में बंधी है कौन कब कैसे उठेगा किसी को नहीं पता We welcome on our show today Manjari Fadnnis ji, welcome to the show.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Ji.
Oh, it's Fadnnis actually.
Yes, Fadnnis, yes. We are all so much with Devendra Fadnnis, so everywhere it's Fadnnis.
Yeah.
So
it's Fadnnis, yeah.
Fadnnis, welcome to the show, Manjari Fadnnis.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, fantastic. Nice being with you. You are into theatre, you're into albums, you're into, what do you call, web series, you're into short films, you're into everything. Right from singing to everything. But the first break, I think, came from singing. Manjari ji.
Yes, actually, it was not a break, more of one of India's first talent hunt shows, reality talent hunt shows which happened.
Yes.
Channel V POPSTARS 2. I had first time participated in that. That was my first interaction with the media or with anything to do with the entertainment industry.
And how did you perform? I mean, you came to the finals, I think.
Yeah, I did. I did.
So what was the song? You want to sing a song of that? What you like there or what you performed exactly there?
Out there, we were performing whatever they were telling us to do at that point of time. Now, I don't even remember. It was like so long back.
Okay, no problem. You come from a very conservative Marathi family, Colonel Fadnnis and,
Bharat Fadnnis, yes.
Yes, Colonel Bharat Fadnnis and then Fadnnis all the time. So, and then, how into cinema, into web series, into singing, into all these kind of things. How was the break? What was the motivation?
So, right since the time I was 3 years old, I have been on stage. I come from a family which is musically very gifted. So my mother's side of the family, my nani used to be a classical music teacher. And all her life, she was an all India radio singer and everything. And so music came into my life really, really early when I was 3 years old. So I was always on stage, either singing, dancing or acting. But you know how it is when you're not from a film background, you don't, even if you're active on stage, you don't imagine that you will actually get into that profession. And also I was good in studies. So, my parents were very hopeful that I'll do something good with my, one second. Oh, okay, 1 second, I can hear. Not disturbance, sorry.
Engineering, look at it.
Sorry, there was too much disturbance in between, yeah.
Okay.
I was always interested, but I thought I'd do something academically. But then I think by the time I was 16 years old, I knew this is what I wanted to do. So, yeah.
You say your mom and nani was the greatest inspiration. They were always motivation because they were performing all the time, singing, classical singing. So how was the atmosphere at home? It was classical singing all the time? Mummy, nani?
Not really. It wasn't like that. My nani, whenever she used to come on summer vacations to our place because of army background, right? So every 3 years, dad would get posted. And so during vacation time, nani would come and she would always try to teach me these little songs and everything, Other than that, it was in fact, in my family, we would hardly watch movies also. I still remember only gin ke 5-6 films I would have seen while growing up. But it was more of a very disciplined, army background, lots of get-togethers and but a very simple family.
What was the motivation then? You ever thought that you're going to act in films or you're going to come to films, you're going to, be a part of the Indian cinema? What was the motivation? For some people it was, singing, if it is singing, somebody like Lata Mangeshkar or Asha Bose.
Yeah.
What was your motivation?
So my main motivation was I absolutely loved being on stage. I loved everything to do with performing arts, be it singing, dancing, acting. And throughout school life, I remember I used to participate in a lot of inter-school competitions where I used to always win for singing. And I remember when I was 14 years old, I won Best Actress in my school. So I think that whole process of acting when I did for the first time when I was 14 years old was so engrossing. I really enjoyed the whole process so much and I wanted to do that.
And for singing, who was your motivation? I mean, you always look towards some stars. Even if you're playing cricket, it is Sachin Tendulkar. If it is music, if it is acting, it's sometimes Shah Rukh Khan, Amitabh Bachchan.
Yeah.
So what was the motivation for singing is concerned?
I grew up absolutely loving Shreya Ghoshal and Sunidhi Chauhan. Of course, Lata Mangeshkar, Asha Bhosle, ma'am, of course. But I mean, those were my inspirations while growing up. I loved Celine Dion. Really loved Celine Dion. So yeah.
One nice song which really always in your memory lingers, and you would all like gungunana chahti ho hamesha. One particular song that you love singing right from child till now. It comes in your lips all the time. Which is it?
There are a lot of songs, but there's one song I think it's like universally loved. Everybody loves this song. Ajeeb Daastan Hai Ye.
Wow! Can you sing do panktiyan?
Okay, I'll sing a little. अजीब दास्तां है ये, कहाँ शुरू कहाँ खत्म, ये मंजिलें हैं कौन सी, ना वो समझ सके ना हम, अजीब दास्तां है ये.
Fantastic, fantastic. What a voice. It's great. And when the first your television entry was singing only, and from there, how did you come to films? I mean, what was the next jump?
So I reached the final 4 girls all over India in Channel V POPSTARS 2, and then I felt a little lost. I was like, now I didn't make it there, so now what is going to happen? Because I did not know anybody in the film industry at that point of time. I remember I had Dabu Ratnani had come to Pune for a photography workshop where he was clicking some pictures and all that. So I got a few pictures clicked by him, and he gave a list of all these production houses and casting people and everything. So I came to Mumbai for a week just to distribute my portfolio. Just 1 week. My parents only allowed me 1 week that time. And that's it. I went back to Pune, but within a month I got a call from for one audition to go to Mumbai for. And that ended up being my first film, Rok Sako To Rok Lo.
Fantastic. What do you remember most of Rok Sako To Rok Lo? I mean, you had wonderful roles all across. What was so inspiring there? You find your first debut, and the way the people around you, and what was your motivation? How they gel with you? How did you find it?
So I think it was a beautiful experience, my first film. First of all, like when I went for my first audition, I never expected that I'm going to crack it in the first audition, because I was ready, it's going to take time and all that. But like the moment they told me it was my first film, I was like, oh wow, really? And the team was really nice. They were very, very encouraging. They were lovely people, Plan On Motion Pictures, my first production house. And I got to work with Sunny Deol in that. They were all so nice and so encouraging. They knew it was my first film, but they pampered me like crazy. And also, I mean, I was playing like a high school girl in that as well. So I mean, I was always the pampered one on the set. So I had a great time. Yeah.
Fauji ki beti, yani always on the go. Fauji ki beti, planned attack, aggression. So that's a part of your entire culture, working culture, talking culture, moving culture. So you never had that kind of stage fear. As you said, you always performing in the stages and all.
Yes.
Right from school days to college days to everything. So films never gave you any kind of cramps. That yaar film hai, ye hai, wo hai.
See, it's a tough world, but like I'm tougher. So I knew that. So I had no doubt that I will. I mean, I have been there in the industry for so long. I have been working really hard, and I'm somebody being from the army background that comes in our nature. We never give up. So I knew I will make it someday. So I mean, whatever the ups and downs be. So.
Then after a few films came Jaane Tu Ya Jaane Na. That was, I think, a very good film. I mean, much loved among the people. It were not very young among the teens and everything. How did that happen, Jaane Tu?
So after my first film, Rok Sako To Rok Lo, I had got to know that Abbas Tarwala was going to direct his first film. And I found his number and I had messaged him. And next thing I know, I got a call from the casting director, Paki, who was his wife that time. They just got married at that point of time, is what I mean. And so yeah, she called me for an audition, and I tested, but then after I tested for the film kind of didn't happen for a year. That time Jamo Sugandh was producing it, and but then after 1 year, I kept bumping into Paki everywhere I went. Somehow it was like it was literally destined. But so I think a year and a half later, once again when she bumped into me, she was like, Manjari, we had to we kind of started the whole process all over again with the new producers. And but now the entire cast is locked. There's only one role remaining in that, which we are struggling to cast. And they told me it's a second lead, but it's a beautiful role. Would you be interested? And I heard it was Amir Khan Productions, and I was like, I read the scenes, and I heard the role, and I loved it, and I was like, I definitely want to do it. So I auditioned for it, and she loved my audition. But the tricky part was, by then they had already auditioned like 400 girls, literally, for Meghna's role. And Abbas, our director, he was tired. He was like, when Paki wanted to show my audition to him, he was like, Paki, I cannot see another audition. I'm done. We have shortlisted 3 girls. I'm choosing from that. I don't have it in me to watch another one. So Paki played it very smart. So, she was like, okay, let's watch a movie together and everything. And so instead of putting the DVD of the movie, she put in my audition tape. And Abbas was like, and then he started watching, and he was like, oh, okay, wait. And he saw it, and that was it. He was like, this is my Meghna. That's how it got.
But 400, you were on the 400, I mean, it was a tough task, is it?
I was the 401 goal. Expanse goal, whatever.
My goodness, that's a challenge, and really a fauji होने का बहुत फायदा हो गया आपको. Fighter, never giving up till the end. You went to the short films also. In fact, you got an award for the short films also.
Yes.
How was it acting in short films?
Oh, it was amazing. It was just a 2-day shoot. KHAMAKHA was my short film, which I think you're talking about.
Yes.
KHAMAKHA, okay. So Aarti, I had met Aarti on another short film I had done. She was assisting on that, and we shot in her house. And she came up to me with this beautiful story, and the moment I read the script, I instantly connected with it. Because if you've seen the short film, it talks about, how we just immediately judge people, and especially in a country, even in our country where Hindi is supposed to be our language, we judge people on the basis of, whether the person's English is good or not. And so it was something related to that. And I felt very deeply for it, because I remember when I was a child, I used to struggle with my English. And I used to be made fun of in school and everything. So I instantly connected with it. And I was like, this is it. I want to do this. And within 2 days, we finished the shoot at Pavna. And it was so beautifully put together. And Aarti Bagri is a wonderful director. And so I think short films is so much fun. The shoot gets over fast. You see the result fast. And it's a short format which is really growing amongst the audience.
Fantastic. Where the films are concerned, where the big screen is concerned, whom you think, is an idol whom you like to emulate. I want to be like that. Some people, men especially, Shah Rukh Khan or Amitabh Bachchan, they say, who's your idol for you? I mean, the role model that, he's the best, where he or she is the best, where acting is concerned.
Meryl Streep.
Okay.
Hands down. Meryl Streep, Kate Winslet.
Fine.
I absolutely love them.
Fantastic. And where Indian cinema is concerned?
In Indian cinemas, I have grown up loving Meenakshi Seshadri, Madhuri Dixit, Rekha. Such amazing performers. I love Vidya Balan. So yeah, we have some great actresses in India.
ऐसे जो आपने actresses के नाम लिए, थोड़ा tinge is there on your face. The way you talk, the way you walk, I mean, there is some spark of this actresses that you have already talked about.
Thank you so much.
And where men concerned in the male.
Amir Khan.
Amir Khan.
Amir Khan is an ideal. I think he's amazing. He's intelligent. He knows the nerves of the audience. I think he's brilliant with he's like it's Midas touch, he knows, he just touches a film and it goes to gold. Actually he also chooses films so beautifully. I think he's he understands his audience really well, I think, and he means well always. Like, his intentions are so pure, and it comes across in all his films. So
You were into music also. You sang a song for the Tamil film Muthurai. So,
yes.
so how was the experience? I mean, Marathi, then Bollywood, and then going down south. How was it? How was the experience?
It was beautiful. I really enjoyed working in all the four languages in South: Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, Malayalam. I remember when I was shooting for Muthirai, the Tamil film which you're talking about, in which I sang the song. So we shot the song in Mauritius, and I really loved the song. And Yuvan Shankar Raja is such a wonderful music director. And I loved the song, but the voice they had used at that point of time was a scratch voice. So the final had not happened, and I mean, like, I really thought I wanted to try singing it. So I spoke to my producers and I kind of told them, let me just give it a try. So they agreed, and I told them, like, don't worry, don't feel obligated because I'm the actress of the film. You'll feel like, oh, main usko mana kaise kare and all that. You test me, audition me. If it doesn't work, no problem. Get it sung by anyone else. So I flew myself down to Chennai, I remember, to the recording studio, and I recorded the whole song. And I went back, and Yuvan heard it, and he loved it, and he called me back because a few pronunciations were wrong. So I went back to Chennai a second time to correct those few pronunciations, and that's how my first song in the Tamil industry happened. And it got great reviews. It got great reviews as well. But you know what happened? Because I mean, my name is Manjari Fadnnis, and there's a very popular singer in Tamil industry called Manjari herself. Okay.
Okay.
So I think what happened was, I think it fizzled out, especially because not too many people got to know that I actually sang the song because they assumed printing mistake hui hai on the CD. They thought ki they by mistake written Manjari Fadnnis.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, not too many people know about that.
Could you sing a few lines of that? Because you're a wonderful talent. You've been singing right from childhood to schools. 4 lines of that. Few lines of that. The song.
For so many years, I've not sung that song. I don't know if I'll be able to remember the lyrics.
No
but
problem.
It went something like,
just sing it for us. Immaterial whether it's right or wrong. But
yeah, okay. சந்தித்த காலம் காதலின் காலம் something like that. I think it goes something like that.
Beat Beyond the Borders. Beat Beyond the Borders was another one. Beat Beyond the Borders, the INDO-PAK.
Oh my God, you really researched very well, I must say.
So, talk about that, the Beat Beyond the Borders. I mean, it's a fantastic concept, INDO-PAK.
Yes, it was. It was.
Tell us about it. Tell something about it.
I have a friend, Vikram Kakkar, and they were kind of producing this album where this wonderful singer and compare, and like he does so much in life otherwise as well, Fakhre Alam from Pakistan. So he had come to India with this beautiful concept of, I want to record an album which is like, collaborating, I mean, he and one Indian singer. Like about 12 songs like that. So
Okay.
in that same album, Neeti did one song with him, I did one song, Miang Chang did one song, and a lot of more singers were there. So one of the songs I did, and I loved the concept of beats beyond borders, like, music transcends all borders.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so I really enjoyed that, and like Fakhri Alam also became a great friend after that. So I think it was lovely. It was a fun collaboration.
And can you hum a few lines of that, please? I mean, you sing so well. The whole audience would like to hear you there. Sing,
Thank you.
Please.
That was like, Suniya bhi sajna, dil naale naale. Suniya bhi sajna, dil naale naale. Something like that.
You don't want to sing the whole song, yeah? A few lines of that. Anyway, fantastic. Then, suddenly then you had Nikhil Kamath composed Sarva Mangal, SAVDHAN.
Oh my God, these songs are not even released. I didn't know about it. Wow.
So, in singing, actually, you want to sing a couple of lines of that, if you don't mind?
Honestly, that song, it's like I sang it almost 8 years ago,
Okay.
and I don't have a copy of that song.
Okay, okay,
So I
okay.
haven't heard the song in a very long time. So I'm just trying to remember how did it go. Uh, I I wish I remembered, but I think I have lost my memory of the music of that. I mean,
So you sing very well, so that's why I'm prompting you to sing. I'm getting a lot of feedback from the audiences. Please make us sing, please make us sing. So,
uh,
so where singing is concerned, definitely your mother is inspiration, your grandma is an inspiration because they've been classical kind of singers all the
yes.
time. But here in Indian cinema, whom do you like as a singer? As you said, you did say, but any few songs of some particular singer that always keeps in your mind?
Uh, I love Sunidhi's songs. I love Sunidhi's songs. I
Okay.
think she's such a powerful performer. What a beautiful singer and what a performer. She's fire on stage, man. Amazing. She's so inspiring.
And any favorite song of hers, Sunidhi's?
I love one song of hers. I sing that a lot. It's called uh, मैनू इश्क तेरा अवे मैनू इश्क तेरा ले डूबा.
Oh yeah, please.
Yeah. मैनू इश्क तेरा ले
Wow.
डूबा हाँ इश्क तेरा ले डूबा मैनू इश्क तेरा ले डूबा हाँ इश्क तेरा ले डूबा ऐसा क्यों होता है तेरे आने के बाद लगता है हाथों में रह गए तेरे हाथ तो शामिल है मेरे हंसने में रोने में है क्या कोई कमी मेरे पागल होने में मैंने इश्क तेरा ले डूबा हाँ इश्क तेरा ले डूबा.
Fantastic. It is super. What a voice. You've got a fantastic voice. That I'm getting, feedback from the studios also inside.
Thank you so much.
Fantastic. And anything about Shreya Ghoshal? Because, आप लोग दिखने में भी थोड़ा बहुत.
Oh, I love Shreya. I love her. Her song?
Yes, yes, please.
Himmat karo, you God, I'm very scared to sing a song. She's so good, man.
Yes, no problem.
Which song of hers? I'm just.
No,
Can
no
you
problem.
remind me a song of hers? I mean, I kind of
She sings in
so
Malayalam,
many.
she sings in,
All languages.
That Surumai Akiyomi, I heard once she and Yashoda singing, that was out of the world.
Yeah. I think मैं श्रेया का गाना गाने की हिम्मत नहीं करूँगी.
But one line or two lines of that, even Surumai Akiyomi will be fantastic. You like that song? You like the song when she and Yashoda sang it? Kamal Haasan was the hero in that Surumai Akiyomi. Ek Nanna Munna.
I'm kind of losing the
Wordings of that.
wordings and yeah. I'm thinking which of Shreya's I really Haan Hasi Ban Gaya I used to sing of hers. I've forgotten the beginning. Sorry.
No problem, no problem. Any of your favorite other singers, any one song, because people have been edging, pushing me just or jara gawaiye aap.
Oh my God.
Any one of your
Okay.
favorites, any one.
Okay, let me sing one of my film songs.
Yes, please, wonderful, fantastic.
So I would sing the most popular song of mine, Kahin Kahin To Hogi Wo.
Yes.
Okay. कहीं तो होगी वो दुनिया जहाँ तो मेरे पास है जहाँ तो और जहाँ बस तेरे मेरे जज्बात हैं होती जहाँ सभा तेरी पलकों की किरणों में लोरी जहाँ चांद की सुने तेरी बाहों में जाने ना कहाँ वो दुनिया है जाने ना वो है भी या नहीं जहाँ मेरी जिंदगी मुझसे इतनी वफा नहीं.
Fantastic. Let me tell you, I mean, the people out of the studios are clapping over here. You know, they enjoyed it so much, and you get so much. You know, you get as a compliment. You get so much involved in the song. It reflects on your face, very beautifully. Fantastic.
Thank you.
Before we go to the theatre role of yours, one more from your own songs. One more for.
One more from my own song. Oh,
Yes,
there's
yes.
my own song which released abhi, in August last year called
Yes.
Auna.
Yes, yes, yes.
My first single, Gaurav Das Gupta has given the music for that. क्यों sorry क्यों नहीं बजती तेरे बिना चूड़ियों पिया मैं नहीं हूँ सजती पूछे पूछे मुझे आई न वजह बूंदे तेरा ही तो करे इंतजार धुन हो के तुम गाना आओ ना आओ ना फिर से ना 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 आओ ना आओ ना फिर से बारिश वो बरसाओ ना.
Fantastic.
Yeah, this song is there on YouTube. Please go check it out.
Yes,
And
yes,
it's
of course,
on,
of
they're
course,
all
of course.
music platforms like it's on Spotify, it's on Apple Music, everywhere.
Fantastic, Manjari. What a beautiful. Now you want to web series also. Web series, Walt Disney's,
Yes.
Disney Hotstar. Tell us the experience where web series are concerned. It's a multi-talented star. You're.
So thank you. I think series have been quite a blessing. Like I think OTT platforms have been quite a blessing for a lot of us out here because I think in films, because a lot depended on the box office results and everything. A lot of times you get typecast. So if people are loving you for a particular role, you'll continuously be called only for those kind of roles. But when the OTTs and all came, I think the producers, the directors, everybody kind of, found that whole creative freedom where they wanted to experiment different kind of, projects, different scripts, out of the box stuff. Because here, box office was not really a worry, and any good series or a web film will find its audience sooner or later. So hence they were also ready to experiment actors in very different kind of roles. And so from this whole Sweet Girl Next Door and very similar kind of roles that I was getting, which was like not, it wasn't satisfying me as an actor because like, I mean, for any artist, like, variety is something that you really want to do. You want to be able to play different kind of roles, different characters. So here, for the first time, I got this film called Barrot House, which was my first web film, where I played it was a very intense role. It was about a woman who is getting into the clutches of depression because she's losing her children one after the other. They're getting murdered, and how she's losing her sanity slowly. That whole journey of that character was so interesting to portray. And Touchwood, I mean, I'm so glad the way audience received it was so well, and it did really well for us. And I think for the first time, the industry started seeing me more as a performing artist, a performing actor. I mean, it was very satisfying for me. So Barrot House happened, which was great. Then Freelancer again, I played a very interesting character. So, I mean, I think all the series that I've done, like Mia Bibi or Murder, it was again a very, like, vastly different role.
Fantastic.
And there was Masoom, which was completely different, which both released within 15 days of each other. And one, I was like this very demure Punjabi girl, from the core Punjab, and very soft and whatever. And here I was playing in Mia Bibi or Murder, I was playing this crazy whacked out housewife who's trying to hide her dead body in the house and everything. So I think I'm really enjoying the whole web space where I get to experiment so much more.
That is one thing, and you are also into theatre. Now that's
Yes.
amazing. theatre. I mean, it's a tough job. I mean, you can make mistakes in films, and you have.
Yeah.
But theatre is just one time. How do you find that experience?
So, I was acting for
Okay, I'm getting some feedback in my ear of some other thing.
Engineering, please look into it. Yeah,
Yeah,
please go on.
so the theatre part, so I remember 2017 and 18 were 2 years. I was feeling very, what do you call it? I was feeling claustrophobic as an actor. I was not getting the kind of work I wanted to do, and I was just feeling very trapped. And I did not, I was like, okay, I'm not going to sign anything till the time something really good, something different comes my way. So I decided I'm going to take a break. I had a few films releasing around 17 and 18, but I decided to take a break from signing anything new till something great came. And I was like, ab kya karu? Because I can't sit doing nothing. And I was like, I think an actor's journey is incomplete till they experience theater. And there's so much to learn. So I spent some time learning. So I had done an acting workshop, a theater workshop with Neeraj Kavi sir, who's a brilliant teacher. I think it should be mandatory to go attend his 12-day workshop whenever they happen, because he really inculcates such beautiful culture and technique in actors, and not just technique and whatever. I think ethics as actors. So it was just beautiful those 12 days and everything. So yeah, I really wanted to explore that. And interestingly, when I socha, because I did not know who to approach, how to get into theater, what do I do? So when I was socha that theater karna hai, the next day I get a call from Mahesh Manjari sir.
Okay.
And Mahesh sir and I have been trying to work with each other since many years, since before he became an actor. When he had seen me in a pageant at Navy Ball. And but somehow or the other, either the dates didn't work or something or the other. So it didn't happen till then. So I thought he must have called me for film. And I was excited because Mahesh Manjrekar is a great director. And it's amazing. So he called me for a meeting, and he was sitting there with the script. And, he was like, okay, to play Karshilka. Like, would you like to do a play? And I got goosebumps because 1 day before that I was thinking of theatre. I had no idea how. Okay, and so he offered me a play, which was a play between two characters, just two characters. It was an 80-minute play, just an exchange between this man and a woman, and it's a non-stop play without any breaks and everything. And it was him and me.
Fantastic.
In the whole play. And
wow.
I was so thrilled. Now, unfortunately, because, he got busy with his direction projects and directing, like his projects where he was directing, so he could not be a part of the play, but he literally guided me there, and that play still happened. It happened with Bharat Dabolkar.
Fantastic.
And so the stalwarts of the
yes, they're all stalwarts.
theatre world, yeah.
Welcome.
So that was my entry into theatre, and it was a very, very complicated, complex, role which I had such a great time performing, and being in front of the audience, getting an instant reaction right from there, and it was a very high energy, high intensity play called Double D Reloaded, where we were it was like full action, it's conversation and then it goes into full action mode and everything. So it was a lot of fun doing that, and it was a kick. Theatre was a kick. And then after that, the same production house, AGP World, that's Ashwin Gidwani's production. So they offered me this play, which was a Broadway, the Broadway version of Devdas. Yeah, and then that was, that was such a blessing, because I got to play Chandramukhi.
Yes, Chandramukhi, yes.
They wanted me to play Paro, but I was like, Chandramukhi's role in that particular play, the whole play was from the point of view of Chandramukhi.
Wow.
So it was like she comes in the beginning as the sutradhar of the whole story. And while she's narrating about the whole story of where she's become a Jogan, by the way, after the death of Devdas. She meets Chunilal and she's telling him what happened. And in that, the whole story of Devdas.
I can see it on her face. I can see how much you enjoy it. It's all on her face when you're explaining it.
Yeah. And then I come in as a Chandramukhi, so I got to dance, I got to sing, I got to do everything. So it was just amazing. And the audience reaction was...
We come to the end of the program. Manjari, what's from here? What's your program from here? I mean, where do you go from here now? What's your What's in mind?
I have a lot in mind. So there's a film of mine which will release very, very soon. The date has to be yet announced, but very, very soon in the next couple of months, called Pune Highway. So that's coming. Then there is Zindagi Namkeen, which will come very soon with Shreyas Talpade, and Gajendra Here has directed that.
Wow.
Then there's Penthouse, then a few films, and apart from that, I have a few singles coming out soon. And I'm also planning to get a band together and like start doing live shows and everything.
Fantastic.
As a singer.
Manjari,
Yeah, lots
before we end, you want to give some immortal dialogues from the Indian cinema, which inspires you and probably inspire the people also. Young teens looking at you. I started. Any immortal dialogue?
Immortal dialogue. I think from Om Shanti Om, Shah Rukh's dialogue, nothing is more inspiring than that.
Please tell them. Tell it to us. Tell the audience. What is the dialogue?
This is embarrassing, but
Come on.
I don't exactly remember the words, but it basically means that, Puri Kainat, what is that like? I don't forgot the exact words, but जब किसी चीज को पूरे दिल से चाहो, वो पूरी कायनात तुम्हें उससे मिलाने की कोशिश करती है. Something like that. I've forgotten the exact words, but it's a line from Alchemist, and that's something I came to Mumbai reading.
So that's an inspiration for you and an inspiration to all your audiences. Thanks, Manjari. Thanks for being with us. It's been a nice time talking to you and understanding what you're doing.
Thank you for having me, guys. Thank you.
Thank you. That's, as we always say, the Constitution, but that is for the political debates. We'll leave it to that. We'll join you back in a few moments with the political debate with the people from the Bharatiya Janata Party, Indian National Congress, from Samajwadi Party and various other. Till then, we take a short break and come back.